Hello, my name is Odette. Welcome to my channel. The next couple of weeks probably we'll be doing it between jobs. As you've seen in the video about the utility room makeover, we have gained a part of the house that we didn't have before. Hello, Mr. B.
Hello.
This is, let me turn around so you can see. So this is our garage. Used to be our garage, and then it was converted for Queen Bee accommodation, and now is our garage again. So as I have showed you before, we have utilized some units that we didn't need and we put it in there. And now Mr. B is working on fitting a worktop all the way across there. So you can see I already started to bring all my paint and things. So I'm going to claim a bit of the worktop there for me so that I can do all my little projects in nice warm environment. So we're obviously keeping the floor. The units over there that Mr. B is leaning on, I'm going to sell them I'm going to sell them on Marketplace because they're lovely units. This is a low wardrobe, and this one is double height wardrobe and a lovely dressing table. So I'm going to sell this because we don't need.
Don't forget the roll door that's coming out and the roll door's going on.
Mr. B is directing me how to do my video now. So in here, I know you can't believe, but I will show you the outside in a minute. Behind this wall, there is a garage door.
Up and over.
This is how good Mr. B is at repurposing things, okay? So this looks just like a normal wall. This used to be Queen Bee bedroom. And we have that window that we fitted. So all this now is going to be storage. Okay? Not this type of storage, but will be for storage. Let me show you the outside. Now, I'm outside now in our driveway, as you can see. And that is the other side. You can see Mr. B in there. So at the time, Mr. B decided to keep the garage door as it was, and he just cut the garage door and fitted this window so that the bedroom could have a window. Obviously, we can't reuse this garage door now as it is because the weight of the window won't allow us to lift this door because it was one up and over door, and although we still have the mechanism, it's just going to get too complicated, and Mr. B doesn't want up and over, he wants a roller door. So this is how it looks outside. We need to remove this window, remove the damaged door, and fit a new one. And that's something that obviously is out of our control. We need to get the specialists in to sell us the door. I'm not sure if Mr. B wants to install it or get someone to install it. But for now, as you can see, Mr. B is busy because he's getting ready to install the worktop. I already started there because originally that was the door into the clock room for Queen Bee. But now again, Mr. B have reinstated the original entry of the clock room because I think it's much better for us because we are, let me show you, we are in the kitchen, we are in the utility room, and we have the clock room here. And we have a door into the garage. As you can see, it's a fantastic size and will allow us to do a lot with it. It's going to take us a lot of work and a bit of money that it was not on the schedule of work. So the ensuite and bedroom redecoration is still going ahead at some point, but we feel that if we get the garage up and running, will make our life much easier. with all the other refurbishment work we have inside the house, because it will be much easier for us to just dump the tools in here and have goods in here, not only for us but for clients as well, as you've seen in there, and here's something outside as well. This is all fittings that we have for clients, and we need something warm and dry to keep them. This has a massive big window, what is fantastic, because as you can see, there's plenty of light in here. So the garage is coming along nicely. We have now moved quite well most of my stuff in my she shed into here. Mr. B has a way more than I do. The tools they are needed, they are now in place. What I want to show you is something Mr. B is doing to store the drills. And it goes like this. So, see? And that is to hold the drill. So Mr. B, once he cuts the amount necessary, is going to screw it under the worktop, just to the level of the edge of the worktop, and then the drills just slide in.
Like a gun holster.
You heard the man. See that behind me, Mr. B has been at it since we came back from work today, and that is because we have people coming in this coming Saturday to fit a new garage door. So let me show you what's going on. So what you couldn't see when this was all set up for Queen Bee is that Mr. B framed the inside of the garage door. If you remember, I have showed you in the beginning of the video, and now Mr. B needs to take all that out, and as you can see in there was 2 layers of king span in there, and if I can come here to the corner, you can actually still see the mechanism of the garage door that is behind there, behind all these king span sheets, right? So Mr. B needs to remove all that. We need to remove this window. I'm going to try to sell it on Marketplace if we don't damage in the process of removing it. And Mr. B just needs to open this up bit by bit throughout this week. If I'm not wrong, you can see a crack here because Mr. B has started to demolish this, And for you to have an idea, that's about, if you follow the crack, and that's about the size of the gate. I have this furniture here that is waiting to go as well, and this lovely unit at the moment is in no way, because we need to demolish all the way there, almost by the sockets. So that's the job for today. So nice and bright this morning. It's just under 9 o'clock in the morning, and this ugly door is coming out, and we are having a roller shutter fitted. Let me show you. This was what was hidden behind the wall that Mr. B have fitted. Okay, and now we are taking it all apart. So the garage is completely finished now, and I want to show you what we did. I think what I'm trying to show you here is we all have shortage of space, and most of us cannot afford to buy all the space that we feel we need. So think outside the box. And one space can be used in many different ways, and life changes along the way. And with a bit of hard work and a bit of thinking, you can repurpose the space that you have to suit your needs in different stages of our lives. And that's what we did here. When we bought the property nearly 2 years ago, it was a purpose-built garage. We converted as an annex for my mother-in-law, and now that she doesn't live with us anymore and we desperately needed a workshop, we converted it back to a garage/workshop. So it's about adapting the house to individual needs. So after all the talk, let me show you what we did. So now we step from the kitchen straight into the garage. So this is very much my bit. Another little project in there waiting for me to do. I want to do something nice, interesting for the new clock room. So this is pretty much my space really, where I do all my little projects that I share with you. We have all this space here for Mr. B. This is still growing, and we are still changing as we go along. Mr. B just added another shelf there this week, and I'm saying to him he could fit one all the way along there to fit things that we don't use all the time. A lot of this is stuff that we need and use for our company to do work, obviously. So a lot of the stuff you see in here, they actually usually not here. They are in the van, so they are in and out all the time because the van cannot keep everything that we need either. So Mr. B just used a long pallet, and we hook things on the outside, and on the inside, this is for the business. And we have all sheets of plasterboard and checkerboard or cement board. So now it's all aligned in there, and we can just pull it out as we need. So that was something that Mr. B was really keen on. More wood and stuff that we always need for the business. The biggest change here, we decided to keep this pony wall because he has a rod there. We lost the one that was on that wall, if you remember in the beginning of the video. So this radiator will keep the chill out. Also, we had that roller door fitted, and that is fully insulated, so it keeps the cold out. So this is more storage. That's the rod that used to be there, and I already listed on Marketplace to sell. Again, more storage in here, and over there Mr. B fitted all that. I want to show you Mr. B new pride and joy, and his press of a button, and we have electric roller door that me already have learned to run through so she can get to the front garden. And we can now step right out and load the van or take things out when we need. Plus we can enjoy these long-reaching views that we didn't have before. So let me turn around so that you can see from here. So a very useful space. And it really has changed the way we do things. I find it much easier and much warmer because I can do my little projects in here now. And it's nice and warm rather than being cold in the she shed outside. So, and I have plenty of space to display all my brushes. They're all nice and neat. And my saw, everything, all my paints in here. So it's all visible and I know exactly where things are. My sander that I use all the time. And a bit of arts and crafts really. I use this for everything now, what is great. So, apart from the garage door, that obviously we had to buy and have it installed, cost us just under £900. The initial quote we got was for just under £2,000, and we are not happy with that. So we shopped around and we are able to get this one. It was actually kind of recycled. A company that he had it because it was a wrong measurement for another customer, and he fitted ours almost right. Mr. B done the right adjustments, so we bought it for half the price that a new one would have cost. So this is just, like I said, to give you an idea how to utilize the space as needs and life changes along the way. Apart from the garage door, how much did we spend? Nothing. All the hooks and things we already had in the cabin outside and in the she shed. We are just using leftovers of wood, pallets, whatever we can get our hands on. Or the worktop. The worktop is actually a kitchen worktop, discontinued kitchen worktop in B&Q that we bought for about £85, £88. So, and that was about it. Everything else, we are just reusing and repurposing everything we have. So we didn't spend no money on that. So I hope we gave you some ideas. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate all your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.